Good morning, everyone. Cyril here. It's another week of working on the truck while I wait for the permit for the fence on the rental house. Really want to be able to get out of here and go to Texas, but there's certain aspects of the fence that I don't trust the fence contractor to do the way I want it without supervision. And since it's relatively expensive and I'm not going to be seeing it for a year and a half after we leave, I'm not willing to leave and leave it to their devices to do it how they wish. I'm probably just being over picky, but that's me. I'm over picky on everything, even my own work. Anyway, so this morning I got the bottom sides welded for the other two pockets. I'm starting to weld the top side before the winds come back in this afternoon. Holy cow, we had wind yesterday. Big winds. One thing I'll confess that I find difficult is trying to weld these inside corners and get them to actually look good. That is an interesting challenge. Like I said, I'm picky about everything, including my own work. So, gonna close these up, probably paint the top side, I'm thinking, and then look and see if I can flip this sheet back over and start packing everything back up on it, get it strapped down, ready to tarp. There are rain coming in a few days, so I want to have that completed and covered. And then from there this week, we're going to move down to removing the front and rear walls here, trying to get them cleaned up and painted so that they don't rust any further. Same thing with the sidewalls, get them sanded, get them painted, masked and painted. A lot of cleanup stuff this week to hopefully get ready to leave. I'm hoping we have a permit this week. It says it's under review. So if we can get that done, then we'll get out of here on Saturday, maybe earlier, and head for Texas. So limited on what I want to open up. It's supposed to be windy pretty much every day. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting rain, so I really don't want to pull the plywood and start opening up that front end, because then I just got to get it all closed back up. I'm getting wordy, I know I am, so I'll get back to work and I'll show you what I've got when I'm done. Okay, I think the welding is done until I get to Texas. Of course, I've said that before. Ran out of a roll of wire while I was in the middle of one of the welds. 2 boxes of wire in the truck, so no big deal, just swap it out. I'm actually getting pretty quick at that, and getting quick at recognizing things like when I've run out of wire, when I don't have a ground connected, out of gas. So experience is becoming part of what I do. So I'm gonna wait for the welder to cool down, break it down, put it away, then I'll start working on cleaning these up. Paint this top side a little bit and start packing all this back up for now. Even if we don't get out of here this weekend to go to Texas, we still have to leave here because this will be our 14 days and this is a 14-day area. So we'll be having to pack up anyway. So I'll get all this secured and ready to go today. And then we'll figure out where we go from there, how time goes and how the wind goes and what the rains do and everything else. So anyway, but I'm very happy with how I'm progressing. The center storage feels right to me now. A lot of sand, a lot of grinding, a lot of sanding to take all the weld lines down, but yeah, it'll come. I think it's looking really good. All right. Well, I'll bring you guys back later when I have something more to show you. I guess I'm recording. Okay, we got the steel strapped down, ready to tarp it over. So got a lot of things to put away. Started sanding, grinding, whatever you want to call it on this, cleaning it up, getting it ready to paint. This is going to be a lot of grinding. There's a lot of weld to take down. Thankfully, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like this little bit will disappear. Once we put on the Rhino lining, that'll completely disappear. So I'm not too worried about that. Just have to get it close. So, yeah, we're working on it. Gonna keep moving forward and see where we get to. We still got 5 days or so, which is a lot of time. So, winds are picking up today. I'm going to take a break for a little bit, and we'll see if we do any more later or not. Good morning, everyone. It's a new day in the desert. Haven't got much done the last few days. We've had 3 days of winds between 15 and 20 miles an hour with the gusts up to 40. Today and tomorrow should be a nice day. And then starting Thursday morning, we've got rain coming in, followed by snow on Friday. So we are packing back up and getting ready to move back into a campground so that we don't get stuck out here. If everything works right, hopefully, we will be able to leave here on Saturday. I'm hoping. Permit for the fence is still under review. We'll see what goes on this week. Really hoping we can get out of here, head for Texas, work on the truck without having to be a day here and a day there, and just be able to break everything down and work on it. So that's kind of where we're at. Got the steel all strapped back down, getting ready to put the tarp over it, putting things away, packing up. We got the storage cleaned up, so it's painted. At least an initial coat. Got some sanding done. We got the pockets cut into the plate. So yeah, chairs are all turned over because the windy, they wouldn't stay up. But anyway, so we're packing up today and tomorrow. See if we can get out of here tomorrow night before the rain comes in Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Anyway, so we'll keep you apprised on what goes on. Good morning, everyone. Got some big updates today. At sunrise, we've made it to Texas. No, the fence is not done. So we're getting set up. It's sunrise. Haven't seen you guys in a while. I think when we last talked to you, we were out in the desert. We had 3 days of winds that we couldn't do anything. Then it settled down right before 2 back-to-back rainstorms. So we packed everything up, got back into Thousand Trails before the inch of rain came in and turned the roads where we were at into just a huge muddy mess. Hey, Fang, cool. See if we can get you framed better. There we go. Let you hang out with me. Spent a week waiting at Thousand Trails. Still no permit. So we talked to our oldest son. I don't like asking people for help. When I grew up, my folks always told me don't bother people. Anyway, still hear those voices. But talked to our oldest son, asked him if he would be willing, and he is. So he's going to oversee the fence contractor if and when we ever get a permit. Who knows when that's coming. Last I looked, it's still under review. We went over the highlights of where and how exactly I want the fence, so he's going to do that. So for now, it's off my plate. We left there, headed for Texas. Another big windstorm coming in here starting anytime. It's supposed to be starting now. Winds coming up to 60-mile-an-hour winds today. I didn't want to be driving in that, so we pushed through. We did 650 miles the first day, a little over 350 the second day. Got here last night, I don't know, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Got in, as you saw, we're getting the truck unloaded. Starting to get set up. Everything's just kind of here and there at the moment. I should do something with that this morning and close that bin. So we're going to get all this off the truck. And then tomorrow we are going to start working on the bed. I went by and talked to Rhino Linings not Northwest, because that's over in Seattle. Rhino Linings of Abilene. Our truck is too big. It will not fit in their bay, so they cannot Rhino line it. So that means I'm going to get the bed done, and then we are going to be buying Rust-Oleum 1-gallon cans of truck liner and figuring out how to do the bed ourselves. Yay. Anyway, so that's where we're at. That's the current update. I know that it's a short video this week, but hopefully we'll have fun stuff for you next week. Beautiful sunrise coming up. Beautiful moon setting. Hope everybody got to see the lunar eclipse last night. We got up at 1:30 and checked it out. It was pretty cool. Anyway, so that's it. So for this week, we're out, and we'll see you guys next week.